I'm Greg Nibbler with Two Box Media, and it's crazy, but it's already the fourth month of 2021, which means it's time for another video showcasing what new movies and TV shows are being released. So here you go. Here's what to watch in April. To start it off, an honorary mention has to go to Godzilla vs. Kong, which dropped on HBO Max on March 31st. The epic battle between the giant lizard and the enormous ape is one for the ages and likely sets up more monster movies in the future. So make sure you catch that one before someone spoils it for you. Moving on to April 2nd on Hulu, we get the release of the documentary WeWork, or the Making and Breaking of a $47 billion Unicorn, which documents the phenomenon of WeWork and how the company rose to an extremely high value, all while co-founders Adam Neumann and his wife Rebecca reveled in a cult of wealth and a really strange office environment, to say the least, before the smoke and mirrors came crashing down. This has all the makings of a Fyre Fest-style revelation. Netflix adds to the ever-growing library of superhero movies with Thunderforce on April 9th. The movie takes place in a world of supervillains led by the King, played by Bobby Cannavale. Octavia Spencer is a scientist named Emily, who develops a process to give superpowers to ordinary people, accidentally giving said abilities to her friend Lydia, played by Melissa McCarthy. Hilarity ensues as they become the super duo known as Thunderforce. Also on April 9th, Amazon Prime Video brings Them, a horror movie based around a black family moving into an all-white neighborhood in the 1950s. That would probably be enough right there to quantify as a horror movie. But as if racists weren't going to be enough to deal with, the house they're living in also has some other kind of disturbing paranormal thing going on as well. This looks like it's honestly going to be a great movie and will totally mess with your head at the same time. Good luck sleeping afterward. HBO Max has the limited series Mare of Easttown premiering on April 18th on the streaming service. It's set in a small town in Pennsylvania and features Kate Winslet as a troubled detective who investigates a local murder while at the same time exploring the dark side of her family and the community she lives in. It sounds a little depressing, seems a little bit True Detective-like, but maybe she won't shove someone off a door to die in cold water in this one. Or maybe she will. Either way, I'll be watching. Going back to Hulu on April 20th, we have the docuseries Sasquatch. First off, yes, this does revolve around the rumor of Bigfoot allegedly tearing some people to pieces in the early 90s. And while it starts off there, and the exploration of this tale in rural America, it also starts to uncover all kinds of other mysteries. The true crime documentary seems like it's can't-miss television and one of those series that's going to be widely talked about when it begins airing. Netflix brings a solid dose of sci-fi to the service on April 22nd with Stowaway. The movie centers on a human mission to Mars in a world where that is now ordinary. However, what's not ordinary is the fact that an extra person accidentally stows away on the trip, which causes extreme damage to life support and cuts their survival time down dramatically. It stars Anna Kendrick and Toni Collette, and the crew is forced to confront and make nightmarish decisions as they try to figure out how to make it through the trip. Also on April 22nd, Netflix releases the highly anticipated and thoroughly interesting Life in Color with David Attenborough. The greatest natural historian ever on film will take a look at how color has an effect on the natural world and combine that with his soothing voice, and you have pretty much all you need here. HBO Max continues their year of releasing movies at the same time as they head to theaters with the reboot of Mortal Kombat on April 23rd. This is the first new Mortal Kombat movie since 1997. This version tells the tale of an MMA fighter who finds out he is destined to do battle with Sub-Zero and the gang in the Outworld in order to save the universe. I'm going to try not to say, "Finish him," but I can't. I'm sorry, I had no choice. Also on April 23rd, the live-action adaptation of the novel Shadow and Bone will release on Netflix. Shadow and Bone is based on the first book of the Grisha trilogy and takes place in a war-torn world where an orphan girl finds a way to unleash a power that could be the only thing that saves her country from the impending Shadowfold. It's dark, it's got war, it's got magic, it's gonna be awesome. Speaking of dark, it's finally time to return to Gilead, as The Handmaid's Tale Season 4 drops on April 28th with 2 new episodes to start it off. Season 3 finally gave us a little bit of hope for June and sane people, as we started to see some crumbling of the infrastructure and retribution against the monsters in charge, and hopefully that continues with this, as this seems more action-filled. However, it's already been renewed for Season 5, so it will be interesting to see what they add to the story this time around. Finally, fans of John Clancy get a movie version of the 1993 novel Without Remorse, starring Michael B. Jordan. This is a spin-off of the Jack Ryan film series where Jordan plays Navy SEAL John Clark, who uncovers a secret conspiracy revolving around the murder of his wife by the Russians. this is exactly like it seems it's going to be. And Michael B. Jordan is pretty much gold in everything right now, so you know this is going to be good. So there you go. There's a bunch of things to watch in April, but did I hit everything? No, not at all. That's why I want your help. Please let us know in the comments what we missed, what you think we should be watching, what everyone should be watching. Help us all out by doing that. I would appreciate it. Also, please hit subscribe, share, like, all the things you normally do, and check out our other videos. We've got lots of great stuff up here on our channel. Thanks for watching. I'm Greg Nibbler. Have fun streaming.